Ah, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for joining me for today's 10 a.m. show, which of course is a brand new launch of our Ravishing Rice Papers Volume 3. This is all from the archives. We've put together a beautiful collection for you for this show at a great price. It's absolutely bonkers value for money considering how much you're actually getting. Just before we go into it and I go into all the details of the show, just have a quick scan over how much we have here against these walls. It doesn't end here though. We actually go right around the studio. Okay, this is a massive download, everybody. It is amazing. It's just $14.99. The details will already be on your screen as well, so you can already shop ahead and get it in your basket. Andrew's got that all sorted for you. Shop Ravish, it is there. Okay, it's beautiful. I love it. It's steampunk, it's floral, it's majestic, it's timeless, quite literally. This is something to suit everybody, and of course it's the third in the series of your archive downloads featuring, of course, rice paper designs. So I'm going to go into all of that in a few moments time, but please get it in your basket because of course you don't want to forget to do so and by the end of the show realise, oh, I forgot to pop it in. I popped a few of the bits and bobs in there. Just make sure to shop ahead and get it, okay? Because I'm going to take you through lots of inspiration. I've got the computer with me as well. Going to do lots of demos on there and of course on things like candles, on glassware. A few have been asking as well, I want to see rice paper on different surfaces. Let me know what those surfaces are. I'd love to be able to know what you would like to see. Then I can tailor not only the demonstrations but the Cadence Club to of course those specific surfaces for you. So before we go into all of that, I'm just going to quickly share with you. I've got the lovely Becky on cameras as well this morning with me. And I've also got Andrew on production, of course, as well. And I do believe it may be Hannah on comments. So good morning to each and every one of you this morning. So shopping with us, super simple, super here at, of course, Highlight Crafts Live Shopping. You quite literally, wherever you're joining us, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, can shop on those two very platforms by simply typing into the comments section the codes that we share with you. So for example, to go with and get in your basket today, that fabulous download, type Shop Ravish into the comments and it automatically adds it into your basket. Now, what happens then, of course, is that you can check out your basket by clicking on the link that we send you. So in your direct messages, you will receive one from us at Highlight Crafts. In that message, there will be a link. So click on that link. They'll automatically redirect you over to the Highlight Crafts website, and there you can log into your Highlight Crafts account, which is free to sign up. If you've not already become a member, just do it. It's quick, it's easy, it's free. You get discounts, you get points, you get to know about products before anybody else, you get exclusive details and updates as well, which is brilliant. And again, with that, we are also streaming live on the website. So if you're joining us on the website, good morning, it's fabulous to have your company. You can also shop ahead on the website. If you do go to the live shopping section within the Highlight Crafts website, and you can go to the schedule for today, you'll see in the drop down all of the day. Where did that come from? Did I swallow a fly? I don't know what happened there. You can shop all of today's deals and you can get them all in your basket. And then of course as well, that means you've got it all within one basket spend, which means over £35 free postage and you don't have to again spread it. You've got it all in one place and it's all going to be in one big parcel, which is fab. You can also join us on YouTube as well, which is really nice. It means you can sit back, relax, enjoy the show on all of your favourite destinations. You don't have to miss out wherever you're watching. Even if you're in a different country, you're on holiday, maybe your partner's driving and you're sat there next to them and you're shopping ahead. You can even shop with us while you're on the M1. It's fabulous. So all of that to look forward to. Okay, just make sure you're not the one that's driving. Yeah, and not just the M1 as well. There's plenty of other places you can shop. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, we've not got a lane designated to us. I'm going to take you through all the details of the show because we've got lots on this show. We've also got this show later on for you as well. So please be sure to join that one because we're going to have a few different bits and bobs there as well, because it'd be nice to spread it throughout the day. You can also cut rice paper on things like your scan and cut as well. So if you join Mel this morning for the scan and cut shows, which may I mention was ridiculous. I mean, oh my God, that price was fab. You can cut rice papers on there too. So the projects I share with you today, style that in with your scan and cut experience. So starting from the top, also we've got a few good mornings. I'm going to say hello to everybody. It'd be rude not to, of course. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Joyce, Jane. You've got Christine, Mooring, Amanda. We've got Wendy as well. We've got Marie, Amanda. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Of course, a lot of you have just come over from Stephanie and Amanda's show, which was wonderful. So please stay with us, tell your friends. And for those of you who are brand new as well, this may be the first time you're joining us for one of our rice paper shows. So how exciting. Right, we have got for you Volume 3. Also as well, this behind me, you might be thinking, well, what does this do? This, all you need to do is type into the comments the word fabulous. I know. How fabulous. Type the word fabulous into the comments And then, don't worry, Andrew won't think you're talking about him. You can literally be entered into the spin the wheel, okay? So type the word fabulous. At the end of the show, we'll select one lucky winner from the people who've typed it. And then for you at home, we'll spin the wheel and you'll win something. Okay, so let's take you through what we've got here. Beautiful. We have 50 designs. Right, starting from the very top, you can see it's unapologetically steampunk. It's behind the foliage in the wilderness. You can see here we have hot air balloons, we've got script, we've got incredible, there's cogs, you've got loads of texture. Now this here, you're starting to see just the very first stepping stones of this collection. It's Shop Ravish, and you know what? It's just £14.99. This is ridiculous. Now, of course, with volume 1 and 2, hundreds of you have bought into that one now. It's been wonderful to see how many of you have been crafting with these. But look, as we travel through, look at the machinery that you've got here with butterflies bursting out the tops of these fabulous chimneys. It is incredible. You've got almost blueprints and graphic design incorporated with wings. You've got old-time vehicles as well, even with your bicycles and ornate frames and your travelling blimps. You've got everything in here. You've got rivets and pipe work. You've got clock mechanisms with goggles. That is a fabulous image. That is so cool. In here as well, you can see you've got drawer fronts with keys. You've got sentiments. You've got whimsical as well. So if you want to go for something a little bit more secret garden, a little more, you know, your shabby chic effect, you've got that too. We also then start to see some different colourways. I feel like I'm telling you the weather. I feel like, so we've got a rain over here. It's going to be about 24 in London today. Literally, that feels weird. You've also got inside here as well. Look at this. This is where it's delving into an almost different theme itself. You've got in here like your little mushroom houses. How cute is this? But also, you've got all the florals in the background. So really staying within the theme at the same time whilst introducing a few different aspects you have in there. This is a favourite of mine, that wonderful cosmic, really ethereal blue colour you have. Then with all the butterflies built in. With, of course, a little bit of the sort of the 90s style with the celestial in there is great. And also, as we start to go through here, you can see as well, you've got the gramophone in there, you've got the musical notes, you've got the birdhouse, you've got the lanterns, you've got these wonderful, almost, you know, when we say steampunk, it's kind of like that next development of, you know, it kind of reminds me of the Industrial Revolution when there was all these like designs and pieces of machinery that were getting created that would do the most bizarre things. You've got, you know, flying machines that have all of these bits and pulleys and strings bursting out of them, the balloons here. This is a wonderful design. That would look great on a glass plate or around a candle as well. We've then got, I'm going to bring this one a bit closer to you because we get a bit further away over here. Look at this piece of furniture. That is gorgeous. Now what you could do is print that out. You could then cut out here, put printable acetate behind it and mirror spray on it, and it would actually be a mirror coming through that piece of paper. How cool would that be? And then look at this one. You've almost got a little bit of medium elements going inside here, a little bit of psychic, and then of course you've got architecture, you've got musical instruments, you've got the buildings in the distance, you've got maps. That as a design is exquisite. But then again, look at this with the lighted house, then you've got the flowers, all the lanterns draping down. There's something for everybody in here. And remember, it's just £14.99 for all of this. And of course, with it being a download, that means it comes to you with no postage. It's instant. You've got it today, right now. If you've typed Shop Ravish in the comments, you could quite literally go to checkout right this second, check out your baskets and craft with it at the exact same time as me. How cool is that? We also have for you as well, I'm going to bring this one round, the fifth and final set. So each board consists of 10 papers, so 50 designs in total. Look at all of these. They are just absolutely wonderful. With artwork like this, you can craft with it time and time again because, of course, it is timeless. You can use them in Minecraft Studio. So if you want to, you can delve into changing and manipulating all of the artwork. If you want to change it to suit your colour tones, to suit your style, your preference, then why not? You can do that too. It allows you to have that ability to be completely creative. Now again, 50 designs across the room here for you to craft with. Shop Ravish, £14.99. And when you think £14.99, just to share with you a little bit of an insight, when I first started, and I've shared this previously, but when I first started actually working in the creative world, in the industry, we would share with you printed papers where you would get 4 designs. I think it was for £16.99 in a pack. You're getting 50 for £14.99 as a download, which means that when you've used up your favourite one, when you've used up one that you've maybe thought, I know that my grandchildren would love that, and I also know my partner would really like this, because again, you can see how they would tie into so many different ages. When it's gone, and you think, oh right, okay, well, with rice paper, and that's where we end up, myself included, hoarding it, because when I buy rice paper, I don't want to use it all the time. There is advantages of it. A lot of us don't want to print at home, that's fine. But think about last night with Mel and Stephanie's show with the sublimation printer. These, with your sublimation process, onto your mouse mats, onto your mugs, onto your placemats, your glass chopping boards, whether they're going to be going onto your lanyards, all those different surfaces. Maybe you bought that tin yesterday, the fabulous sublimation tin, and these are going to go on the surface of that tin. How cool would they look? They would look brilliant. They would look so professional. You have to give it a go. So yes, definitely think about your sublimation with this, because every download is now potentially a sublimation print. So shop Ravish to go for those, $14.99. I'm going to cover them in a few moments time on the computer as well. But let's have a run through some of the bits that we've got on our show, because I do have for you an incredible bundle of printed designs on here as well. And the reason why I love this so much is because you're going to get 2 of each pack in the bundle, which for me is just incredible value for money. Right, okay, so what we've got here is a bundle, and the bundle price is £34.99. Okay, £34.99. You've got a saving of £44.96. You're going to get exactly everything that you're seeing here, okay? You're going to be getting your wonderful butterflies in bloom. You're also going to be getting your feathers and flowers. You're also inside there going to be also getting your wonderful artful blossoming. And then you've also inside here as well got your violet dreams. Look at this beautiful design. If I just open one of them here, you can see how much you're actually getting inside, because you're not just getting that one print you see on the surface. You're getting 6 A4 designs. Andrew, so just to clarify, within the bundle, it's 1 of each pack, isn't it? Or is it 2 of each pack? We're just finding that out for it. In the bundle, I believe it's 1 of each pack, because look at this. In just 1 pack, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're getting 6 in each individual pack, okay? This is showing you the value for money. It is bonkers, okay? Oh, okay, that's a little bit crazy. So what you're actually going to get is this times 2, and then each individual collection times 2. So you're going to get 12, so you're going to get 48. Oh my word. Sorry, Andrew's just doing some workings out. Wow, okay, you get 48 rice papers, everybody. That's ridiculous, okay? So for $34.99 today, you can be going for 48 printed rice papers. So not only are you getting 2 of what you've just seen there, you're also going to get 2 of this as well. So everything I share with you, you're going to get in times 2. You just got to get hold of these. And then we do have a limited supply of these because these are pre-printed, okay? We now have this beautiful, look at these. Now we're getting coasters, fabric, whether they're going to go into chopping boards, whether they're going to be going onto garments within your home, candle jars or around a candle. You get everything that you see there, also times 2. So let's pick this one back up. This is ridiculous, everybody. I actually thought you were getting 1 of each, okay? And come to quickly realise you're actually getting 2 of each. It's crazy. That's what the sign says, so that's what it says, everyone. Take advantage whilst we've got it. Shop bundle, $34.99. You're then also going to get 2 of everything you've seen here. Look at those roses with all of those envelopes and the script. You've got the wonderful busy design there with your repeat butterflies. That's nice with the black and white with the colours on top. And then inside there as well, you've got the cherries, almost like the rose hips with the flowers as well. These are incredible. 2 of exactly what you've seen there. And then the 4th and final set, which you're also getting 2 of. This is crazy. This is absolutely bonkers for money. This means you don't have to be frugal anymore with papers because you're getting duplicates of all of them. So again, 2 of what you've seen in here as well. There we are. That's getting into a new bag. So there we go. Look at all of these. It keeps on going. There is so much to explore inside here. You have got 48 papers in total for you to craft with its shop bundle. It's £34.99. Please do not miss out on this, everybody. If you want to get into rice paper And maybe you're thinking to yourself, I'm not quite sure on the printing process yet. I'd rather go for some that are pre-printed to get me going. Well, you've got 48 to get you there. That's crazy. But of course, for you at home, if you do want to go for the brand new download today, which is Shop Ravish, you can also do that. If you've just joined us as well, maybe you pop to go and get a cup of tea after Stephanie and Amanda's show. Of course, you can go for the brand new Ravishing Rice Papers Collection Volume 3. And of course, that one is just $14.99 for you, Shop Ravish, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, we're going to have a look at a few more downloads on our show for you as well. This here is Shop Download. It's another downloadable rice paper set for you, of course, in the versions of what you've just seen in your printables. This one here is just £10.99. You're going to get everything in this download that you're seeing here. So the imagery that I just shared with you, you will get inside here, of course. Please do bear in mind, in fact, I'll go over that afterwards because I don't want to confuse things. Shop Download, £10.99. Look at all of this. That is just beautiful. That is absolutely incredible. I love that design so much. I think that flower is one of the nicest, most beautifully drawn flowers we've ever done. You've then got inside here as well surface pattern, which you could use as repetitive design. You've got your pansies in here. You've got your blues, pinks, purples and greens. A little bit Kath Kidston style there. So if you want to do your own vanity bags, maybe you want to do all those sorts of things, you've got the option. So you're going to get all 24 of these designs inside here for you for just £10.99. We then also have for you as well another set. This is Shop Serenade. Okay, Shop Serenade is £10.99. Again, going through here, wonderful detail from your bees, ever so popular, always are. You've got your sunflowers, you've got your robins in there as well. Really beautifully detailed, but these remind me of William Morris. I mean, look at the colours. You've got almost that wonderful soft yellow background with the wonderful vine green tops. This looks like a photograph almost. That is an incredible. The shading that's inside that paper is amazing. You've got all of this in here to craft with. Shop Serenade, £10.99. I mean, look at that design there. Is unbelievable. Look at the colours that you're getting inside there. It's £10.99 for the download. Please don't miss out on that one. It's wonderful. Now, just to take you back to the printed designs that we had here, of course, it was Shop Bundle to go for 48 designs in total. Now, just to put that into value for money, to put that into perspective for you, if you were to type Shop Butterfly, of course, you'd only get half of that, okay? So you'd get just the butterfly side, okay, which is this set of 24 papers here. If you were to shop Dreams, however, you would also get this side of the collection, so 24 from this side. You could, of course, shop for either one of those if you wanted to. Maybe you preferred the ones we went through here and you preferred those ones that went through there and you're going to shop separately. Maybe that's the other sort of choice you want to make. But for just £10 more, you can go for all of them. So you get the entire set, 48 papers. Shop Bundle, $34.99. That is an amazing deal for you. By far the best deal I have ever seen us being able to do on printed A4 rice papers. That's crazy. And this is the show to get them in. It's our rice paper hour, so why not do it? Okay, so it's going to be fab. We also, as well, if you didn't join us for Makeover Monday, we do have the stencils on the show as well. We're going to go through those in a few moments' time. We've got substrates like glassware. We've got our jars. There's all sorts on the show. Andrew, would you like me to have a little look through, or do you want me to go into the computer and have a little look at our download? Okay, we're going to go to the computer and I'm going to show you some details of this fabulous new download for you that you're getting. And Andrew's going to flash you on the screen as well. He's going to give you some details. Oh, not like that, everybody. Don't get excited. So, of course, we're going to give you some details of a few of the bits and bobs that we have on the show for you, so you can shop ahead so that when I get to them, you've already got them in your basket, you're already all sorted, and you don't have to worry about missing out, okay? Lots of you getting involved today as well. It's great to have your company. Amanda says she absolutely loves steampunk. Okay, well, this is definitely the show for you then. I mean, this just says steampunk, but also as well, I find it really interesting that sometimes steampunk can be really heavily steampunk, where it can almost sway from one side to the other, like a polar opposite, where it's all about the metalwork, it's very grungy, and that's fine, but it's nice to introduce another little bit of what we also love here, which is the very relaxed, shabby chic look and feel, with the scenery in the background also incorporating the steampunk elements. So it's a great one to go for. Barbara says, sorry, late joining, was having problems checking out from the last show. Well, I'm glad you managed to join us, Barbara. I hope you managed to check out your order and got that all sorted for you. If you're having any issues, just let us know. Oh, Tracy's got my Ravishing Rice papers to complete my set. Fabulous, Tracy. Great to hear that one. Ooh, Mitch says the steampunk papers would go well with an 1897 collection. They would go really well with that. So if you manage to get that in the studio kit, 1897, these would go really well with that one. They look fab. Oh, Diane says, still here with breakfast and coffee this time. Oh, Diane, love a coffee. Leslie says, good morning, crew, David and the highlighters. Hi, everyone. Okay, shall we have a look? So inside here, we've got our download. So I'm going to take you to, of course, the screen, and you can see from a few moments ago, we've got a very nice project there from our lovely Amanda and Stephanie. So I'm just going to go into my USB where I've got mine on here. And this project, I'm not going to delete theirs off, I'm going to save it. I'm going to grab a new page. There we go. So I'm just going to take the grid and the ruler off. There we are. So when you go into your download, this is your brand new one, Shop Ravish, okay, you do automatically get the indexes. So they'll always be there for you. So you can quickly go to those. There's a bit of an archive, like I've done. I mean, I've printed each one out on paper. You can print them on any surface you want to. But that there is all 50. So you're getting a massive amount of papers. Now, some papers you will find like sets of 6 as a download for like $8.99 from places. And that's fair to say. But when you're getting 50 for $14.99, that's just incredible. Again, this can be printed onto cardstock, acetate. It could be going onto any of your favourite surfaces, like your sublimation printer. You could be putting it onto printable fabric, onto canvas. So if I was to grab any one of these, for example, like this, you can see automatically you can change the colours because they are built for Minecraft Studio as well. So we can go in and make them any tone that we want to, or kind of like the green in the background. But also if you want to mirror design, there's a lovely one inside here. I'm just going to scroll through. I think it's in, yes, let's have a look. It's in the 30s somewhere. It's got a wonderful blue setting to it with the butterflies here. I loved this one, but I also liked how the butterflies came in from the corner. But to then accentuate this design, we could take our page to landscape and just, of course, crop it down. And I love doing this because we can mirror the whole thing. Now, what we could do is make it look as though this was taken like from a page of a double-sided book, okay? So let's copy this and paste it. Well, should I say an open book? That makes a bit more sense. Horizontally, and then we've got it like that. So we've got the pillar that now sits in the center. Now it looks like we've got a double staircase going down either side. So you can really easily manipulate these designs and make them whichever way you want them to be. So when you do something like that, you could group it. And then, of course, you can go back in straight away and change the colors. Look at that. It is glorious. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off the page and I'm going to show you the first surface I'm going to go on to. Now, I've got with me here a candle. It's just a standard pillar candle. Nothing special about it. It is what it is. It does what it does. But I'm going to use it with my rice papers. Now, what I needed to do first was just check the measurements of it. So looking at my candle, I only really need to check the height. If I wanted my design to wrap around the whole candle, I'd then want to take a piece of tape, wrap it around and measure that piece of tape, or just use like a garment measuring tape, one that's floppy. I don't know what the word to think of really. So of course 14 centimeters is my overall height of this candle. So my rice paper I want to make a little bit shy of that, so I probably would aim for about 13.5. Now of course when you're printing your papers, just be sure whether you're using it on laser or inkjet, the way you're going to print them. I've printed a rice paper here, and of course when you print them, just put a bit of stencil spray onto a piece of copier paper and lay that rice paper down, and of course it actually sticks it to the paper, which means as it prints you get a really easy tear off, okay? It just means this paper doesn't get ruffled up, and I'll talk to you more about that as we get to this stage. But that's my printed rice paper, and you might be thinking, oh, it's all faded down to match the candle. I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to go in now and pick a rice paper design, and it's number 26. It's just here. I'm going to change my page, keep my page, sorry, at landscape, and what I'm going to do is crop this down into a square. Okay, so let's go in our basic shapes. I'm going to grab a square. So it's perfectly square because we're going to fade the edges down. Here we go. So I'll bring this square over the top of my design and sit it around about there and select keep the inner. So that's cropped everything else away from it. I know that that's now a perfect square. And what we can do is now fade this down. Okay, so if we go into our effects, into our rectangle, we can use this function here which really softens the whole image, but it starts with the edges first. And then we're going to use a bit of the circular one just to round that off a little bit, and notice how it's just softened the corners, which means it will blend out effortlessly. Now if you were to do this on your sublimation printer paper, it would look fab. Of course, for those of you at home that are starting out, we do have the rice paper on the show as well for you today. Now, to get hold of this one, it's just £12.99. Rice paper is one of the most fundamental and its most important surfaces to work onto, especially when you're working with these designs. So for that one today, of course, it's shop rice. It's £12.99. Okay, so make sure to get that. Now, as that is as it is, I printed it out. So of course, I sprayed my paper with stencil spray, let it sit for about 20 seconds, and then I laid on a singular piece of rice paper. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. Took my cartridge paper like this, give it a spritz, give it a quick waft, and it's only mildly tacky. You don't want it as tacky as a stencil. So you can see it's almost picking up a little bit, but not like a stencil. Really small amount. We then take our rice paper and lay it directly over the top of that copy of paper, and we just smooth it down like this. Okay, now static alone does hold it in place gently, but that now is going to stay on there perfectly for us. You then pop this into your printer, your inkjet or your laser as you usually would. It feeds it through perfectly, and it stops it getting wrapped around the rollers. Now, there's something really interesting, because of course that print that I've just done has faded down the edges. That printer doesn't start printing at the very edge of that paper. So it feeds it through a little bit and then starts printing. So it's going to feed it through about an inch or so. So in that moment of that happening, that printer's quite fast. So making sure it's tacked down onto a piece of card will stop it getting a bit ruffled up. So then what you do once it's printed is you'll look a little bit like this. You then, quite simply, take it from the edge and just peel it. Just peel it away like that. If it starts to curl up a little bit as you've peeled it off, just take it to the edge of your table, like that, okay? And just gently swipe it, and it gets rid of any of those curled up elements. Now we've got our perfectly printed piece of rice paper. Now there's many ways in which you can now work with this. Okay, I've got my heat gun here, which I'm actually just going to plug in. Here we go. Get my heat gun. Now you could use an iron for this. You could get away with a hairdryer on a hot setting, but it's going to take a fair while. I would definitely recommend using a heat tool for this one. But of course, if you've got an iron, you can also use that. But this is a way I find really easy. So I've got my candle just here, okay? And I've taken the rice paper, and I'm going to pop this directly on top of the candle. Now, lapping round here, I can see here, of course, I don't need all that excess piece. So I'm going to fold it back just there. Get a little fold line, and I'm going to fold it back just there as well. So I now know that on those two score lines I've created, that's where I really need to tear my paper. Not using a pen to mark it or anything like that. We don't need any of that. So I'm just going to tear it. Now you can wet it in this process, and that'll give you an even tear, but when I'm just teasing it towards the edge, it will be absolutely fine. There we go. So I'm just tearing it around, and you'll also find as well rice paper is a little bit like kitchen towel sometimes. It tears better in one direction than it does another. Sometimes it will divert and be diagonal, other times it'll be directional. You can control that just with a little water brush, and you, of course, just by painting over, can channel where the tear goes. Really simple and easy, and of course if you're part of the Cadence Club, all of these tips and techniques are included in there as well. Now what I'm doing is I'm just gently tearing around the base of the image, of course, where that faded line has been created by the software on Minecraft Studio. Now, of course, this download doesn't have Minecraft Studio in it, but if you don't have Minecraft Studio, you can download it for free. You can go to our website and get it, and it's fabulous. And you don't need it. You don't need Minecraft Studio to craft with this download. You could just print it as and when you wish, and you can just use it whenever you want it. So now I've got it like this, okay. With my candle, I can now sit this on the top and it will mould in perfectly. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of stencil spray to the back of our rice paper like this. And this is going to temporarily hold it in place while, of course, we melt it. So we're going to pop it now on top of our candle. And remember, again, I'm using this rice paper from Shop Ravish, which is your brand new download today from the archive. And again, here at Highlight Crafts, we've never shared this artwork before. If you were a new customer or you joined us from the start of Highlight Crafts' journey, this is also new to you, okay? So I'm wrapping all of that around, making sure it's all nicely on there, and look at how those edges literally just blend into the candle. It's fab. So then all you need to do is take your heat gun, bring it up to temperature, and hold it over the surface, and watch the wax start to melt through. Here we go. So we're holding onto the edge, and as soon as you start to see as the wax melts, see as the wax melts just there, it started to soak through the rice paper, okay? And it sets instantly. There we go. So let it go, start to melt. The rice paper absorbs that wax and it will begin to soak through. Here we go. So I'm just going to do this edge for you. I'm not going to do the whole candle because it'll take around about 2 to 3 minutes in total. So I'm just going to do this side. And as soon as it starts to melt, you just move on, okay? A little bit like embossing powder. As soon as you start to see it melt, you move to the next section. Do up here as well. And it literally disappears into the candle. It's fabulous. It's crazy how it works. I love it to bits. Okay, now that there is setting, and you can see, of course, how it's still a little bit wet. It's just drying, but now that rice paper is completely blended into that candle surface. I can touch it now. So, of course, round here, you can ever so slightly see that edge there where the rice paper goes into the wax. Whereas here, look at that. It's completely blended in, and the wax there is now on the surface. It comes through the rice paper. It is beautiful. And that's how, of course, you add your rice papers to candles. Now, if you were to use an iron alternative, we just have it on a very low temperature and iron slowly over the top with a piece of greaseproof paper over the top of this. So for when you're not scorching the print and you're not getting wax on your iron, because obviously you're going to use that for your clothes or your other garments afterwards, you don't want wax on there. If you do, just make sure to wipe it off. Right, okay, I'm going to go down the counter and show you a few other bits and bobs because we've got more demos and all sorts of stuff to show you as well. We started off our day today here on the show with Shop Ravish, which is a whole brand new set of 50 printable rice papers. Now, if you've not gotten this in your basket, please pop it in. You're going to love it so much. It's $14.99. It's the best $14.99 you could ever spend here because, of course, you're getting not only this set of 10, you've got this set of 10, this set of 10, this one, and then also this, okay? 50 papers in total. Shop Ravish, $14.99 will get you that. Unbelievable value for money. Whether you're going to print it on any printable surface in your home, or maybe you're going to use it for just your Minecraft Studio projects, you're not actually going to print it. I've popped it onto our 140 GSM, but you can change the colour, you can play with the theme, you can add previous elements to it, your scene building, the one that Amanda and Stephanie had on a few moments ago, you could add that onto the top of these papers. It's up to you. It really is. Oh, we've had a question as well. Really good question, actually, which I didn't mention during the demo, is Diane has asked, can you light the candle once you have actually created that project we just did? Now, a lot of people do. I would advise no, it's just a decorative finish for you to sit and enjoy or as a gift. If you were to light it, I would recommend always supervise it, okay? Because what most people do is if they've got a rice paper candle and they light it, between each burn is then trim off the paper as it goes down. So we work down with it. But we would advise just to have it there as a decorative finish. You can buy wax candles that are battery operated, so which will have a LED flame on them. I would advise doing that, especially if you want it illuminated. But they are more of a decorative candle, just for sort of display purposes. But I know some people do burn them and they have said, of course, oh, it's fine, I'm okay. Oh, I have them out in the garden in my lanterns and things like that. But we would suggest for just decorative purposes. So, of course, but just be cautious when you're working with candles. But I hope that answers that for you, okay? It's like if you've got dried flowers in the wax as well. It's the same sort of thing. So, Shop Ravish, $14.99 gets you all of those. We did have a look briefly as well at our fabulous, massive mega bundle for you as well today, which is Shop Bundle at $34.99. With all of these rice papers, you're getting 48 printed designs in here. You're getting 6 of these. Favourite. That's like embroidery. It looks like it's been done on the sketch, that. So you've got 6 here. Okay, that's your first set. And you're going to get 2 of all of that. You then also as well have here for you another set. Did I actually put those away? I tidied up. That's crazy. I can't believe I did that. Not like me to start tidying up during a show. You then also got your next set of 6 as well. I'm going to lay these ones just here. Again, blue, you've got florals, you've got purples in here, you've got scripts, you've got text, you've got texture, the lot. That there is your first set. Now, you're going to get all of this times 2. So you're going to get 24 papers. You've seen 12 here, but you're going to get 2 of each of the designs. So that's your first set of 24 inside here, which is bonkers, I know. And then your next ones, I'm going to pop that there so I don't get it mixed up, is just crazy. There's so many in here. I don't have a room big enough to be able to show you all of these papers, quite honestly. It's that big. This is your next set. So Shop Bundle, $34.99. You're also, including what you've just seen, you're also going to get these. This set of 6 just here, so all of your butterflies incorporated with the flowers. You're going to get those, and then you're also as well going to get these 2 of everything that you see on your screen. 48 papers in total for you today. You've got 24 designs. You're going to get 2 of each, 48 papers all together. So you know that when you use one, you still have one left over for you to use for the next project, or to keep, or to use for something precious. Shop bundle, $34.99. You're saving $44.96. So you're saving far more than you're spending today, especially with this bundle alone. And it also puts it into true value for money when you start to see how much you can get out of this. You're not using any ink with this. You're not using any consumable rice paper to print onto. You've got it all done for you. So I know that loads of you out there love to print your own. That's fine. Get printing. But a lot of you out there also don't. Okay, a lot of you like to have your pre-printed designs in your paper packs to be able to sniff and to stroke and to play with. Don't worry, I get it. I'm a crafter too. Okay, so we're going to have a look at brushes, did you say, Andrew? Lovely. Okay, this one here for you is Shop Brush. Now I'm going to pick these up and show you them. It's £9.99. Inside here you're going to get your pack of 4 chunky brushes. You're also going to get your pack of 5 paint brushes as well. These are all your flat tipped brushes. These ones are all your round chunky ones. Now this here for you, get 4 in here, 5 in there. A fabulous pack for you, great for stencil blending. Okay, so think about all the stencils we share with you, and think about all of the detailing as well. This is an incredible set. Now the ones that are inside here, I absolutely love these because they're silky smooth, and they're $9.99 for both packs. So inside here, look how silky and smooth and glossy these brushes are. These will be great for laying down all your adhesives when you're working with your rice papers, okay? These are the ones that you need for that process. Look at that. And the spring back is incredible. Look at the memory on these bristles. They're brilliant. You've also got those lovely clear crystal gel handles as well. Shop brush to go for those. Brilliant for not only rice paper application, but also for your decorative painting. That's those. Also as well, on today's show, we've got some frames. These wooden frames are brilliant. If you want to do some quick photographs and you want to put some nice display pieces around your home, Shop Frame for $9.98 is going to get you 2 of your 15 centimetre square frames. Now, of course, they do come with the stands on the back as well, built in with that little hinge. And you can see those little clasps there which crimp the back plate into it. These are fabulous. They're so inexpensive, incredibly good for the environment as well. They're made of wood. So it means, of course, for you at home, you could do your pyrography onto these, not only your rice paper. I'm going to decorate one of these next for you and show you how quick and easy the results are to achieve with those. Again, we do have them. Oh, Andrew's got a choice. Stencils. Right. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to grab some black card. I'm going to show you these stencils. I'm going to start with your positivity set. Okay. This one here for you is amazing. You're going to get 3 8x8 stencils inside here. Okay. So this one here is Shop Positive. It's $14.99 for these ones, and you can see. Sorry, I'm reading them. Unfortunately, I've got them all upside down for you. You've got these wonderful set of 3 stencils. You've got Live in the Moment. You've also got in there as well, Start every day with a smile and be happy. What a wonderful set of 3 positive stencils. These are brand new. They launched yesterday morning. These would look great on your cards. They would look also great on fabric, t-shirts, maybe in a frame as you leave the house. Maybe it's what you glance at before you leave every day, before you go to work. And it just is that uplifting moment that you need. This would be brilliant. So that there is Shop Positive at $14.99. We then also have a cracking deal for you, which is Shop Pastel. Now this one, you actually get your pastels and your extender in this bundle. So you're going to get your pack of 12 soft pastels with your Cadence extender, and then you're also going to get your hydrangea layering stencil. Now what this does for you, I'm going to show you the one I made earlier. Let me go and grab it. It looks beautiful. So this here is an A4 stencil with all of the layers built into one. You've got the actual halo, so the head of the hydrangea, then with all of the detail built into this as well. So you build it up in separate layers, super simple and easy to line up. Then you've got the foliage that goes with it, but you're also getting the pastels and the extender, which makes pastel paint. So you put this down into really small little shavings, into powder form, mix your extender with it with those fabulous stencil brushes, and you blend it through, and then you create results just like this, which is amazing. What more could you want? It is fabulous. So of course today you can go for shop pastel. You're going to get inside here your wonderful watercolour effect with your pastels and that hydrangea stencil. I'm also going to share with you as well the next set that we have, which is, let's have a look, Shop Cherry at $24.99. Let's find it. Here we go. These, oh my goodness, they are beautiful. If you want decadent, luxurious stencils with designs that will work not only on fabric wear, on card fronts, on home decor, this is a set of stencils for you. Shop Cherry, look at that cherry blossom branch. Now, you get inside here 4 A4 designs for $24.99. That's amazing value for money. So you've got here the wonderful branch. And right now is the time of year when all of the blossom trees are in bloom. I know it's short-lived, but you can make it permanent with these stencils because it just looks absolutely incredible. You've got here as well that wonderful design. Then you've got the additional elements where you can build up and extend the branches and make them even bigger. Imagine this on a wall outside, it would look crazy. It looks so good. You've then also got additional branches, so you have finer elements. And then you've got your blossoming borders. Now if I just take you to this, you can see how a branch can go from this one, and then you could add this one to that branch. You've got an entire blossom branch down here, and then that one could have started from all the way up here and connects to there. So you could do an entire branch like this, going across a wall in your garden. It could be something that you'd be doing on a wall inside your home. You could be making wallpaper, big fabric pieces. It would look amazing. Shop Cherry, $24.99 is going to get you all of those. They're brilliant. Now we do also have a massive set of alphabetical stencils. Okay, so we've got for you the alphabet set. Now this is $29.99. This here is Shop Alphabet. You're not going to believe this. You're getting 10 stencils inside here. Incredibly busy for this one yesterday. I'm going to share with you my favourite one at the top of this bundle because it just looks wonderful. Look how inquisitive and creative this font here is. You're going to get 10 different ones. Now as I place one down, I'm going to remove one so you can start to see the true variety. There is ones with bubble writing, you've got swirly writing, you've got italics, you've got symbols, you've got all sorts of designs. This is going to go really well with your Ravishing Rice papers. You can see how that's going to tie in with that steampunk look and feel. You could add in all of the rivets and the bolts to this one. It looks very sort of tool shed style. You've got a very whimsical one as well, with all different elements on there as well. You've got uppercase and lowercase, which is fabulous. You've also got like your bubble writing, so great for all different ages. Ones that are great for sentiments, ones for more sophisticated projects and cards as well. You've got one inside here as well, with again your uppercase and lowercase and the numbers, and rounding off on your 10th stencil. You're getting all 10 of those alphabetical stencils, a massive amount of stencils there for you. By far the biggest amount of stencils pre-cut at that price I've ever seen. Shop Alphabet, £29.99. Of course, if you did miss the show yesterday on Makeover Monday, this is your destination to still get them whilst we've got them, because of course these are what we've sourced externally. They're not cut here in-house on our laser. These will not be SVG files. This is the only form you will ever find these particular designs in. And let's get them while we've got them, I'm afraid. This is a brilliant set. Shop Alphabet for, of course, $29.99. Okay, we do also have, of course, the previous sets of the Ravishing Rice papers. Just to quickly share it with you as well, the one that's the second volume, I'm just going to show you that very quickly. So this one here is volume 2. This one is a wonderful set. This one here is Shop 2. It's one of our most latest ones. It's unapologetically shabby chic. It's very floral. It's very vintage. It is very stunning, okay? So inside here, you've got another 50 rice papers to play with. If you missed out on this and thinking, oh, I've not seen these before, this is your opportunity to go for both of them. Maybe you're going to pop some printable rice paper as well as your first download in there as well. Take your basket over £35 to take advantage of that free postage, and these will be, of course, with you straight away because they're downloads. I mean, look at these. Aren't they just incredible? I made a drinks bottle out of this one, and I love it to bits. I think it looks fab. You can be making these items at your home for everlasting finishes, permanent designs, you name it. You've got the ability to do it all. So thank you for staying with me today. I've really enjoyed it. This show's gone really fast, and that's fine. We're back later today, so I can see you again later on. And I think it's 1 o'clock I'm back with you with this show. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm going to get even more demonstrations in order for you so you can sit back, relax, because I know a lot of you will have sat there and got the download in your basket and be thinking, right, show me what I can do. So we'll do exactly that. It got lots of you coming in as well. Hi Wendy, it's lovely to have your company. Daphne as well. Great to see you there, Daphne. It's wonderful to have you with us today. I'm really enjoying these shows. They're absolutely fabulous, and it's great to even get to share with you additional inspiration every day. I'm trying to always think of different ways in which we use our products, so there's always something new to see and new to learn here at Live Shopping, which I think is really important. So what I've got is one of those wonderful wooden frames for you here, and I printed out some of my designs, of course, onto that rice paper. Now look at this. When you print it onto rice paper, the design just feels more opulent. It's tangible, you know, it moves in ways that you want it to. It's much stronger than you think. When we call it rice paper, a lot of people can get a little bit confused, and I completely understand why. They automatically think it's the food version of rice paper. It's not, it's purely a decoupage paper, okay, designed for layering, for decoupage or decoupage. Comes from traditional methods of using things like napkins and also tissue paper. Now, tissue paper disintegrates quickly and very easily. I love working with it, but of course, tissue paper with a beautiful design will fall apart in seconds if handled in the incorrect way. Napkins as well can be a bit tricky to work with. They can disintegrate on the surface if you brush them back and forth a little bit too much. Rice paper, however, super strong, okay? So, although it looks really delicate and detailed and very dainty, you've got a really high amount of strength with this one. So what I'm going to do is I've got a sanding block with me just here, and I've got some glue, and I'm going to show you how simple and effective it is to add it directly to a surface like this. So we've got with us today our decoupage matte glue. Now, if you're going to go onto any interior surface, all you ever need is decoupage matte, okay? It's quick drying, it's water-based, it's from Cadence. It's just $5.99 today for you. It's an incredible price for 90 mils of adhesive. It will go into wood, paper, it'll go into metal and glassware, furniture, all those surfaces. It's not machine washable, but you can still wipe it down and dust it and clean it as you usually would. If you want to make it, of course, submersible, just add a coat of varnish to it. But it's what I started out with, okay, and it's always going to be in my stash. It will always be in my stash. I mean, not the same bottle because I get through it like no end, but this is the glue that I was very first started working with Cadence, and the reason for that is because it did everything, okay? It did all of those different surfaces, and it dried so quickly and fully transparent. It meant that if you're starting out with rice paper, it's a really good one to begin with because you can't go wrong with it. So I'm going to put my laptop just to one side there so you can all see what's happening. I've got my design here. Now, of course, I don't need it to be exactly this size, but the reason why I wanted these wooden frames on the show for you is because they're almost white. They're so bright. You can see my desk here is white, and there's not much contrast there, which means we don't necessarily have to paint these first. The colour of the wood is really going to accentuate it. Now, if you do get any graining in here as well, I love this because a little bit of that will actually come through the rice paper. So I want to capture these blue butterflies, just there, but I also want this newsprint, and I want to actually save the rest of this paper because that element of design I could use for something else. We could also turn it, use it so that's in the bottom corner. That would be quite nice. Now I've thought of that, now I'm not sure where I'm going. But what I want to do is save as much rice paper as possible because, as I said earlier, I've had to like that because I'm going to cut that out. So let's go with this. Saving as much rice paper means I can get more than one project out of this result. So I'm going to take a flat brush, okay, to add my glue, dipping straight into the adhesive, and I'm painting directly onto our frame, okay. Now the reason why I'm not painting onto the rice paper is because I mentioned I wanted to save as much as possible. So if I've got glue on here already, it's going to react differently if the glue is dried on that rice paper and I use it in a later project. I'd rather wet this surface so it's primed and ready for application, and then I can use it, of course, for different projects later on. So the wood will start to automatically absorb some adhesive, so just be sure to go back over it, give it a once over afterwards, just to lock in any of that moisture, to lock in any of that glue, make sure it's all still there, okay? And then we're going to bring this directly to the surface. Now, I'm going to have it so that my design ever so slightly just overlaps those two corners. This is printed on an inkjet printer, okay? So if you were to start rubbing back and forth with your paintbrush now, you're at risk of making that ink bleed. So I'm just going to pop any additional glue back inside my pot, okay? Pop my lid back on here, and just really smooth it down with my hands. Now I'm pushing that paper onto the wood. Now at this stage I can actually take a sanding block or a nail file and just sand away from myself, okay, like this, and all of the edges will come off so quickly and so easily. Look at this, it's wonderful. And look at that crisp, sharp edge that you create from that wooden texture to that rice paper in seconds, okay? So again on this edge, I'm also going to do my two other sides, even though there's not much overlap there. I want to neaten those up. There we go. And you can do it at this stage whilst the rice paper is still wet. On some surfaces it's advisable to sand it when it's dry, so glassware can be a little bit trickier. But I've covered some glassware demos with rice paper in the club and also on some shows. And let's then sand this back as well. So I'm just pushing all of that excess over this edge. Always make sure to push the sanding block away from yourself. There we go. And it's as simple as and effective as this. I mean, and then this designer can print as many times as we want. So with the bit that's in the middle, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my heat tool to it, okay? I'm going to start to dry it off, but before I do, I'm just going to go inside and make sure my actual glue is locked in right up to the edge, okay? I want that to be solidified and really push that in. Because when we dry it, it'll tighten this, it'll become like a drum in the middle. Okay, so we're just going to go around with that heat. Let's have a little look. As well, let me know as well, are you in the Cadence Club? Have you been looking out for the recent posts? Today, I think it's either today or tomorrow, we're going to be posting a list in there of bits and bobs that you will need for your next class, as we're going to be filming that very, very soon, I believe this week. So we're going to be getting all that sorted for you. Just adding the heat here, and see how that has now become really tight. It's like a drum, okay? You can literally bounce one piece off that now. So what I'm going to do is make sure it's nice and dry around here, and it crisps up the rice paper in areas that are suspended. That's amazing how it's done that. I find it fascinating. So that now can be cut with something like a scalpel, okay? So something like a scalpel will cut through here really nicely and easily. So I'm just going to go right up to the edge, okay, and then into the next corner. And because it is like a drum, it's pulling it taut. Sometimes with rice paper or sometimes the surface with certain scissors, you kind of have to pull the surface taut like fabric to get a nice cut. The rice paper is doing that for you. So it makes it very, very easy and almost impossible to do wrong. There we go. And now I've got a piece of rice paper I can use for a coaster. That's perfectly cut for us for a coaster project. Or of course you could and decoupage it to the inside edge of here, and it could go inside the frame. But then you've got a wonderful photo frame that's rice papered, ready to go. You could then add some gilding wax around the edges, add some metallics into here as well. You don't need to go back over the top of here with any additional adhesive to seal it in. It's fine as it is. If you wanted it though to be, I don't know, glossy, or you wanted to have a different texture, I would go over the top with some of your Cadence varnish. That's entirely up to you though, it's personal preference, but it really doesn't need it. That will now be an everlasting finish. You can dust it, wipe it down, it will be good to go. So that there is how you transform digital artwork from your PC, from Minecraft Studio, or of course just from your computer itself, into everlasting pieces of home decor. Let's just quickly pop the back of this inside here so you can see it's stood. Now in the bundle you're going to get 2 of those frames. It's shop frame for those to get those photo frames, and I love them. They're really easy to craft with your rice papers. Let's have a look. Oh, Charlene, good morning. Charlene says, can you cut rice paper with cutting dies? Absolutely, yes you can do. It cuts really easily. You don't need to add any additional special shims inside there. It cuts it like a warm knife through butter, honestly. It's beautiful. What I would suggest doing though is use outer edge dies. Don't use detail dies though, because it will shred it a little bit. Always with the 2 red robins or anything, when you've got that outline die, just use that one instead. So let's have a look. What is the code for the rice paper, please? We can share that one with you as well. I believe that's for the printable rice paper. Shop Rice, I believe, is it, Andrew? That's going to get you a pack of 20 A4 pieces of rice paper for you to print onto from Craftmaster. But of course, printing onto it, what you're going to be printing? You're going to be printing the brand new download. We've only got just under a minute left, so to quickly recap, you're getting 50 brand new from the archive designs here at Highlight Crafts for you in this wonderful steampunk variety for just $14.99. These are all going to be on their way to you today, soon as you check out your basket. Should we draw a winner though? Because of course, with that in mind, one of you will be winning a prize from Spin the Wheel. Sorry, I've not just I've got me. Sarah Heath Congratulations, Sarah Heath. Let's see what you've won. Let's spin the wheel. Do-do-do-do. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 150 points. Congratulations. How amazing. So get in touch with us. Those will be added to your account. Then you can put them against your next purchase. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Please don't forget to check out your baskets. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later on throughout the hour. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got another show coming up for you through in the next studio in just a few minutes' time. So grab a cup of tea, and they'll see you there, and they're waiting for you. Take care. Bye.